The reaction from a lot of Catholics here in the Harrisburg area, as well as those that have been walking outside of St. Patrick Cathedral here in downtown Harrisburg, has been surprise. And tomorrow they intend to put a gold and white draping right at the entrance to this cathedral here to honor the new pope that was selected and appointed earlier today. And he obviously accepted that role, and we've seen a lot of the ceremonies that have taken place since then. Now, among the people who were very surprised about what happened was Bishop Timothy Sr. with the Diocese of Harrisburg. Sr. and diocese staff packed into a conference room to watch the moment when Cardinal Prevost was named Pope Leo, a surprise to them simply because they didn't expect it so quickly, but also they didn't expect an American-born person to be named Pope. Sr. also said he expects Pope Leo to follow in the footsteps pastorally of his predecessor, and also would not be surprised if the new Pope does not shy away from commenting or weighing in on some of the major political issues facing the world, as he did at times as a cardinal.
Pope Francis liked to use the term missionary disciple, that we're supposed to be engaged. We're supposed to be engaged in the affairs of this world, to be God's instruments in transforming the world and transforming the culture, building the kingdom of God, you know. And I really believe that's where the church needs to be, and I think he'll be very much consistent with that vision.
The senior said he had not met the new pope, but believes his background in the U.S. and Latin America could make him an effective religious leader for a changing church. And to those who might be skeptical about the new pope, Senior said that he believes people should certainly give him a chance and to keep their faith and believe in the Holy Spirit. In Harrisburg, Tom Lehman, News 8.